Hello and welcome to McLaren Port Huron Today's Health Program. I'm your host, Kelly DiNardo. In today's program, we're going to learn about the renovation and construction that's been going on the campus of McLaren Port Huron. And my first guest is the Director of Construction and Facilities, Jack Belyea. Jack, thanks so much for joining us today.
Thank you for having me. It's a pleasure to be back.
Yeah, great. There has been a lot going on around campus for the last 4 years or so, but what's been happening since we opened the South Tower in 2018?
Correct. We opened the South Tower in October of 2018, and since that time we had already began the plans for the renovation piece of our existing rooms that were left within the hospital to make every room that we have a private room and give the same amenities that we did in the South Tower to have for a family area, for the comfort of the patient, but always keeping the patient in mind. And that all started in the very beginning this all starts with the parking and goes from there.
Right. So remind us what's in the South Tower. So can we kind of do a floor by floor what's
Absolutely.
in there?
Where we're in the South Tower that we opened on the first floor, which we have is the emergency center and observation beds. Second floor is our 18-bed ICU and our ORs. On the third floor is a 36-bed cardiovascular step down. And on the fourth floor, we have 36 med-surg beds.
Okay.
And we always refer now to the South Tower, and where we talk about today to the North Tower in the renovation piece. But I do want to point out in the great questions, because I hear them out in the community, you know, are the entrances changing during this construction period? And the answer is no. Our main Wismer entrance will stay exactly the same. Our Carmanis or the Rourke entrance will stay the same. And our emergency entrance, which is also our entrance after 8:30 p.m. at night, will be right off of Lincoln Street, right where it is today.
Right. And so the entrances that people might see along the back or along Stone Street, that's really for our ambulances.
Correct.
Yeah. So what about valet parking?
Valet parking will be staying. It's been so well received. And we listened to our customers that stated, will it be staying after all the construction? And yes, it is free valet parking. You pull up, we'll park it, and then we'll bring your car back to you.
Right. And then we have some wonderful people that sit right at that entrance, right, when they come in.
Correct. So where you're going in to see your loved ones, you will go to the greeters as you walk through the Wismer main door right in front of you.
That's great. So let's talk a little bit about the North Tower now. So, and I know in some of our future segments we are going to be talking about a little bit on the first floor, what's happening on the second and third floor. So what's on the fourth floor?
Okay, fourth floor is our mother baby care unit, which will be staying exactly as it is today, if anybody's familiar with the fourth floor. Where we're going to be renovating, and the big question I get is people driving down Pine Grove, they see all of the plywood along the east facade of the hospital in the North Tower. That's where we're renovating the patient rooms, again, which I mentioned about, they'll have the same amenities. What we were able to do in the renovation piece is upgrade all the outdated windows to make those energy efficient, but bring in more natural light for our patients and family members that are in the rooms.
Wonderful. So the fifth floor is going to be what unit?
On the fifth floor will be a 21-bed med-surg unit, and on the sixth floor will be a 23-bed med-surg unit.
Wonderful. And so the building will really look a lot like the South Tower then once
Yes, we tried to mirror everything or make bookends of the South and the North Tower, and we found out a lot of the materials all work so well in there. Let's just carry everything over to the North Tower.
That's wonderful. It really does look very nice.
It does.
Yeah, a lot of work there. So you've had a lot of people helping us out over the last 4 years here on our campus. How does that impact, or does it impact our economy, our local economy at all?
It's a great question. It does impact our economy. Right now, we're over 500,000 man hours or trade hours with the construction crews. And we're fortunate and so glad to say that over 40% of the workers were within our market area or within St. Clair County.
That's wonderful. Yeah, they've all been working very hard. We've made a lot of progress in the last 4 years.
We have. It's just been wonderful.
That's great. Thank you so much for sharing this information. I think our audience is really going to appreciate this glimpse into what our future is here.
Thank you very much.
So we do need to take a break, but stay with us. We will continue the discussion when we return.